Hi guys! I haven't done a video for so long. Now I don't know if I'm going to sing in this video, but I am going to talk about a few things because it has been a while. Okay, so I noticed a few things. What I noticed today, which I found to be the most important, was all the videos that I've been making have always focused on what happened negatively in my day. At least it starts there. And then eventually it ends up in like some place of like, oh yeah, it's great. But why does it always start with the negative stuff that happened? Why would I even bring that up? Like, that's unnecessary. So this video, I've decided to only talk about the things that have gone right today and in past endeavors as well. And I'm not going to focus on what has gone wrong. So I will start with something that happened today that was essentially a negative, but I turned it into a positive situation. Sort of, I think. Okay, so my former best friend, Heather, was in the dispo with me, in the same dispo. And as I walked by and realized it was her, I was like, oh. And then I just like kept on walking because I saw her sneer at me. Like, who even are you? So it affected me, but like, it just made me laugh a little because it's like, oh, who has outgrown their britches now? But regardless. See, irregardless was an actual word that they used to use. And then they were like, oh, by the way, irregardless isn't a word. It's like, what do you mean it's not a word? I've been using it for years. Anyways, I digress. So I was in my bathroom doing my hair or makeup or talking to whoever on Facebook or whatever. And I sat there and I thought to myself, why are you allowing this person to have so much space in your head? And it occurred to me that maybe the reason why I was like giving that much space to them was because I haven't let go. You know, I hadn't let go. But I decided to today. And today I blocked her on Instagram. Because I was still following her page and liking her stuff and telling people that she's the best nail artist, you know. But she is, but I'm just not gonna further that anymore. That look told me all I needed to know. Because when I tell you that look was absolutely the most ridiculous look to give somebody that you used to call your best friend, that's what I mean. But whatever, I'm free now. It doesn't matter. And I have a best friend now that I love more than the fucking earth itself. Sorry, ooh, the F word. Ooh, I forgot, meh. Anyways. So I feel like that was a victory for me. You know, just because, hang on, I need a drink. Yuck. Sorry, I drank an old drink that was in here and it was super gross. Anyways, yeah, I don't need that. So, anyways, what else? Oh, so strangely enough, I had a pair of tickets to a comedy club that was like free tickets. And so I sold them because, like, what the heck am I going to do with that? I'm not going to New York. I don't feel like it. And for stand-up comedy, no thank you. I'm not really a fan, and I only watch it, like, in support of other people that watch it or like it. Some of it I really enjoy, but most, no. So I sold those tickets, and I sold them to a person that worked at a rehab, or works, rather. And I haven't worked in treatment in, oh man, a while. And I also said I was never going to work in treatment again. But I don't know. He told me to call his supervisor, which I did, and I had a chat with him on the phone. And I told him a little bit of history for me and what he should know about me and things like that. And he heard all the things he needed to know about me, and he still offered me an interview. So I have an interview over there tomorrow. It is pretty far away though. But I don't know. I think I can ask for a salary that they'll actually pay me. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, they told me that I could be a counselor in training, and I would absolutely love that so much. Even though it is like working in drug and alcohol, which I mean, I don't mind that much. It's just it's frustrating because of the experience I've had so far. That doesn't mean it can change or can't change. So, anyways, yeah, I want to be in a position to start helping people now. You know, I don't want to wait on that. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Sorry, couldn't resist. But yeah, like when it comes down to it, like I don't really want to waste time not helping people. And like if this can put me in a position to actually help people right now, like, you know, I'd rather do that than nothing. Or than to like find some random job that doesn't really matter. Like this job will give me purpose. Any job where you're helping people gives you purpose. It always does. It just has no other thing. It can't do anything else. Once you start touching people and you realize that like you can reach humans on like a really one-on-one, like intimate level where, you know, you're just each other, like bearing each other's souls, like just making each other feel good. I don't know. It's just such a spirit of wellness. I'll just put it that way. You know, because it's like give and take. Like my history working in drug and alcohol, like for 5 years, like it's give and take, right? So it's like you have to tell them a little bit about yourself. Not too much, but I always share too much, which I have to work on. But you know, you have to get yourself on a level where they understand, right? So they have to be able to relate. Have to. It's just, it might be hard. You know, because I'm not affiliated with the program anymore because of my medical card and other reasons. And, you know, I don't attend meetings because, you know, I'm not sober in the rooms, according to them, you know, like according to the rooms, I'm not sober. But I will draw from the memories I had from the program before it got corrupted by human beings, because that's really what happened. Like the program doesn't really have a problem. I mean, it kind of has problems, but you know, no major problems. But the real issue with the program is people. And maybe the real problem with the program is me, because I didn't, I had expectations for people and I shouldn't have. But I feel like the expectations I had were not that big. Like they were just like normal, decency, human being type stuff. Yeah. Whatever. Who cares, right? That doesn't matter. I am interested to see what this next chapter will hold. If this is going to be similar but better than what I'm used to. I'm excited to possibly learn some new lingo and like just learn how another rehab does things, and I think that will be fun. I'm always interested in new things. I'll be nervous, sure, but I know that I'll win everybody over eventually, if not immediately. I just know myself. I know who I am, and I know how I present myself to the world, and I know that I can find a place for myself anywhere. That goes without saying, or at least it does for me. I know that things that happen, like I know that people are drawn to me. I know that there's just some sort of energy that I'm like exuding that's drawing people into me most of the time, which I'm confused about, because let me tell you something, there's typically no good energy here. It's mostly like yelling and saying that something is unacceptable. Like, that's my go-to. Like, this is unacceptable. As if anybody cares. Oh man, that's a good laugh. I needed that. But I don't know. Today was pretty good. And I'm like really putting boundaries up and really starting to choose myself in some situations. I haven't reached out to Darren in several days. And I don't intend to. And he hasn't reached out to me, obviously. Because why would he? He doesn't care. I think the worst part of that is that there's a part of me that thought he actually did care. And boy, do I feel stupid. He really didn't. And I don't know why I expected him to. Like, it's not like he ever gave off the idea that he gave a crap about anything, really. Never. In fact, I definitely remember a night where I told him that I was going to get him to care about something if it killed me, because he doesn't experience anything like fully. Like, he just looks at everything as, I don't know, mundane. Like, even amazing things, he acts as if they're just mundane. And it's like, dude, that's a choice, dude. Like, you're doing that on purpose. Like, you just enjoy something for once. Like, stop pretending. But maybe he's not pretending. Maybe that's just who he is. Maybe he doesn't understand the way that things are seen by other people. I don't know. I mean, I just recall like a moment when we were out in the woods, and we turned a corner and it brought us to this very long path. And there was like really big trees on either side. And I just remember turning the corner and looking up and being like, oh my God. And he was just like looking at me weird. And he's like, what? And I'm like, oh my God, look at this. It's amazing. And once again, of course, in Darren fashion, he rolled his eyes naturally, because he rolled his eyes at everything I said. But no. I'm glad that I wised up, because I don't think that I should sacrifice my reverence and awe for someone that doesn't even care. Like, how do you not look at that and not think, wow, like, nature is amazing? Like, you can take God completely out of the picture. Just look at the earth as like a large terrarium. Like a biodome, but like the whole earth. And like, I don't know. We should look around at these things that function in nature that literally have nothing else to further them. No one's watering them. Nothing is tending to them. They are simply allowing nature to do what nature does. And they thrive. And we don't do that. Like, we don't create that. Like, I mean, we can sure, like, plant seeds, bleh. But we need nature still. To even grow those seeds, we need water, which we cannot produce from our own self. And we need sunlight. We don't have the ability to create sunlight. Well, we do with like ultraviolet rays and stuff. But seriously, realistically, no. We're not doing what nature's doing. Not in the same capacity, and not in the, I don't know. Like, not in the arena of where it should be, I guess is one way to put it. I don't know. But yeah, we just don't really appreciate things very much. I appreciate nature. I don't appreciate my apartment, because apparently every terrarium I tried to make dies. But I'm like, growing plants here, and they're like, right now they're alive. But they're growing, they're alive. But I just can't seem to keep the terrarium alive. I just don't understand. But I'm not sure. I can grow mold in it, apparently. But I know that that's like most likely because my apartment is too wet, like it always is. Every summer, like even like my nail polish, right? I just gave myself a manicure, and the reason why it took me so long to make this video or extended this like long is because of my nail polish like not drying. And so I like couldn't do my hair until my nails were dry, and I'm like, this is a nightmare. But we got it all taken care of. I don't know if I should sing a song or not because it is pretty late, and I don't know if the neighbors, they say they can't hear, and I really shouldn't care because their children are very, very loud, and it's not like their kids have school. They might have work, but I don't care. I mean, I do, obviously, or I wouldn't be like hemming and hawing. Anyways, give me one second, take more drink. Okay, so I'm gonna play I Rise, or maybe I'm just gonna call it Rise. I think I'm just gonna call it Rise, actually. Oof. Love that. Don't know why, but I do. Oh, lovely. So, hang on. I'm gonna start all of my noisemakers so that I know they won't hear what I'm doing or have an issue. Sorry for what that means for the video. One more. I just feel so much better when I have all these fans going, because then I know, sorry for the bump, I know that they're not going to hear it, you know, so I like don't have to worry about it, and I can sing my song. I don't have to worry. So I said before that I really like this song. I think it might be like a companion song to Warrior. I think the message is clear. I think it's a pretty good message. Turn that down. Oof. I need to go down a little. Turn up a little too, shit. Oh, cursed again. That's 2. Deafening. but it all makes sense inside my head. And you are gone. I'm better off. And I and I mend my broken heart, and I mend my broken heart, and I mend my broken heart. That was my original ditty. It went on forever, for every song, all day. Oh man. It's so interesting to see your growth as a writer, or at least it is for me, I think. It's just like interesting to see like where you've come, like paths that you almost went down and didn't, or paths you went down and shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's there's just a oh, excuse me, it's late. It's just interesting to see the growth it is. It's really rewarding. Yeah. I'm reading lyrics to a song and I'm just like, wait, I don't actually know how that goes. Like, what is this song? Somewhere else already too. I have to always double check every song I've ever written. Of this being painful, I want to play this song very much. Except I would like to do a disclaimer and say that this song is no longer representative of who I wrote it about. Because I'm very dramatic and I write songs about ridiculous situations. And yeah. I've now assigned this to someone else. So their terrible deeds can apply to these words. I only want to play this because I feel like the music is beautifully written and the chorus I'm in love with. I actually like the song really like a lot. I wish it just wasn't attached to this like negative time, but yeah, I love this song. don't know what to title this song other than I Wish I'd Never Met You, and I don't want to title it that because I don't feel like that anymore about this person. The total polar opposite on the other side of the world is like the way that this is not true. That was a nightmare, wasn't it? Anyways. I'm not going to title it on the spot here because I don't want to give it an inappropriate title that just doesn't go, in my opinion. So. I wish I never met you, but I did, so Ton of mistakes in that, but I don't know. I think it's a really good song. I think it could be potentially really kind of nice. I don't know. This one too. This is an interesting one. It's a play on another song that I wrote much like when I was younger, like way younger. Probably. Let's see, I'm 41. Oh fuck. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. At least 15 years ago. At least. But I'm going to try to play this one, and hopefully it goes okay. It is going to be the last song I play because I'm really tired, obviously, hence the yawning. And I need to get sleep because of my job interview. So I know I'm going to have a hard time going to sleep. Oof, that was weird. So I have to, go to bed. So, okay. trail off. Oh, sorry for the yawning again. Ugh. Just like trail off, maybe. I mean, obviously, I would sing that part better than I just did. But I get the impression, and I know that this isn't necessarily what I wrote the song about, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't actually know what I wrote this song about. That was loud and obnoxious. But as I was playing this song, I got the impression that this song was about someone who had died, like unexpectedly. Because it's like she sits in the dark watching the room. She looks for you, but you aren't there. She wonders why you left her all alone. It never occurred to her that someday you'd be gone. And your smile burned into the corners of her mind. This voice will sing a song that she has inside. To me, and I'm getting goosebumps as I say this, and it's just like it felt to me like this is a song from someone who is grieving. You know, she closes her eyes and sees your face. And it says, he came like a breeze, then left without a trace. But I think the actual lyric there is, you came like a breeze, and then left without a trace. Sometimes late at night, she sees you there, same sweet smile, same piercing stare. And that line for me, it speaks to me of like someone who's grieving someone that they loved, you know? That it's just like, sometimes late at night, she sees you there. Same sweet smile, same piercing stare. And it has moved me this evening. And I just think that the song is lovely, and I would really like a chance to record it, because now that I feel like this is like a totally different song than what I wrote, yeah. I'm just gonna forget it again. Oh my god. Gosh. You know, like, even the bridge, like, because it sounds like it's talking about someone in the present, where it says, he came out of nowhere and took her by surprise, and she could find herself getting lost in those eyes. If I just play the pronoun game and say, and you came out of nowhere and took me by surprise, and I could find myself getting lost in those eyes. Or even I could switch it up and say, I found myself getting lost in those eyes. It could be reworked so many ways. I think this song is beautiful. I really do. But it's about all I got for this evening. And yeah, I don't know. I think tomorrow will go interestingly. I think it should be fun, and I'm going to go in with a positive attitude, and I'm going to really kill it. I'm going to crush it in there. I know. Everything I've been doing lately, I have been crushing it. So I'm just going to continue crushing it. But this video is 42 minutes and, well, it was 22 seconds, but it was going. So 42 minutes, we got to end it there, don't we? Or at least I do. So, as always, I bid you adieu, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully.